What is up, dreamers? Welcome back. Happy September, and we're gonna be talking some Mobius. We got so much to go over, so much to talk about. We're probably not gonna be able to do it all in this vid, but let's talk about at least the calendar. Let's start there. I honestly didn't think it would be such a hype month, but I was wrong. It's gonna be a pretty crazy month. So far. September 1st. Today's it's the 3rd. So I'm a little late, but we're still going to go over this. Started it when I had time. But yeah, let's jump right in. So already going on. We got the Race Ender. This is an EX job, EX Ranger 2, basically. If you don't already know. We're going to see 2 EX jobs this month. And Ranger's our first one. They're both really, really good jobs, guys. You don't wanna miss them if you have the opportunity to do some pulls for them. There's also a new Supreme in the pool we're gonna talk about later, Rinoa, Final Fantasy VIII, which is is pretty hype. Also, kind of new to me. It was new to me. I was just shocked when I first saw this, but we've got greater weapon summons part 1 going on right now. So yeah, you can summon weapons at this point in time, and they're pretty damn good weapons. We're going to talk about those soon. They're all the same, but they're all pretty damn good. So yeah, lots and lots and lots going on already. Also for the endgame players, Pandemonium. We got Nestlug in there. I've heard he can be killed with bio. I'm not sure though. I honestly haven't paid enough attention to Pandemonium, but it's an awesome place for endgame players because you can get tons of resources for going in there. And we've got like the help section in our Mobius Final Fantasy Discord. So if you do need some help, come on in there and we'll do our best to help you. And then we've got Ultimeshia coming in as a multiplayer boss for us to fight in the Ring of Braves. So don't miss out on this because there's definitely going to be some summon tickets and all sorts of other stuff up for grabs. Yeah. So that is all already started. So already there's a lot of stuff to talk about all right here. We're gonna just run through the calendar really quick, and then I've got a write up here about all the ability cards, about everything coming up. Written by Malshiro, posted on the Mobius Final Fantasy Reddit, so we're going to go over all that stuff together. So, if I'm running through this kind of fast, that's the reason. September 2nd, new Sleeping Lion, so more story for the Final Fantasy VIII collab. Honestly, guys, the collab so far has been pretty damn cool. I've really enjoyed it a lot more than I thought I was going to. The story is actually pretty interesting. Part 6, oh my god, September 6th, we're going to see... a new round of Maya Hall of Fame. So, dang. Maya Hall of Fame's like post Hall of Fame, her jobs are all very strong, so definitely worth having. Lots of longevity being added to those jobs with these Hall of Fames. Even if you can't clear, the very final couple of nodes, it's still worth it to get your 12 panels. On the 8th, it's going to be Mobius Day. On the 9th, we're going to get episode 3, part 1 of Sleeping Lion. Looks like a new Sicarius will arrive in the Rift, Ultima, so we're going to be able to get I'm not even really sure what type of card she's going to be able to give for us. Haven't really looked at it. And then we are going to see an EX job revival greater summon. So if you're missing some EX jobs, like I am, you'll be able to summon them on the 16th. That's always good. And then an EX ability revival greater summons, so EX cards coming back. The old ones, like if you missed Moogle X or Thanatos or Lancelot. I think I missed Thanatos. No. I'm thinking somebody else. Lancelot X, all decent cards. You don't want to miss out on them. September 13th, more Maya Hall of Fame, Vesna Krasna. It's coming out this time. So Vesna Krasna and Glam Vamp is going to be our Mayas. I wonder if it's only 2 jobs, because I'm only seeing 2 here. Sleeping Lion, episode 3 part 2 is coming out on the 16th. And then on the 16th also, we're going to be seeing the Oh my god, I don't even know. War Sager. War Sager, that's how I'm saying it. But this is gonna be an EX Mage. This is EX Mage, what, 2? And this one's also very good, so another job you're not gonna want to miss out on at all. These EX jobs are basically the new meta. So try not to miss out on them. And then we're going to see Greater Weapon Summons Part 2. So one thing to note on the Greater Weapon Summons, you still have a chance of pulling jobs and like EX jobs that are currently out and everything. So while you can summon War Sarger or whatever, or the other one, on the Weapon Summon banner. So that's part of my strategy that I'm going to share with you guys this month is, if you can, if you have like, a lot of the jobs, make sure you get your weapons first and do your weapon summons first, because you can get your EX jobs from this banner. I would clear the weapon banner first, and then I would start summoning on for your EX jobs. That's my strategy. More Pandemonium changes, which is good. That means more Magicite and goodies for us. 18th will be a Mobius day. I skipped over Yggdrasil. That changes all the time. It's good to check out if you need to farm ability cards. For me, I'm like drowning in ability tickets, so I haven't set foot in there in a while. On the 23rd, we're going to have a ranking event involving the Transient Sorceress. So we're going to be fighting Ultimecia this month for the ranking event. That's always cool. Shop sale at the end of the month. Supreme Summon. Man, we get this. This is like a bait summon that we get at the end of every month. So, I would always say avoid it. Try to go for the EX cards and jobs instead of going for Supremes. Because that's the stuff that's really going to make, change your game up. September 28th will be our last Mobius day of the month. So now let's take a look at this glorious write-up by Melshiro of the Mobius Double F Reddit. And let's talk about things in just a little bit more detail. So there's some info on the jobs if you want to look more in depth and detail on, the jobs, ultimate and weapon and stuff. We'll go over it a little bit. I do like the way this weapon looks. Exploit weakness up to 70%, piercing break up to 100%, extended break 2 plus 2 max. The extended break is godly, so this would be a really nice weapon to have. Ultimate charge is always good. This one would, when you use abilities, it would charge your ultimate, which is nice because we are spamming abilities a lot these days. And then boost ultimate +1, so you'll have a plus level ult or whatever. So it basically makes your ult stronger. So this is a really good job for sure. Probably want this more than EX Mage. For me personally, I just like my Rangers a lot more, and I really think this job looks cool. So that looks awesome. We're not going to go over the new permanent cards coming at 4-star, although I will say they are pretty good. Check them out if you want more info. But let's talk about the Supreme. So Rinoa, Final Fantasy VIII. She is a Earth Mage type AoE Supreme with 2550 attack power and 3000 break power. Only costs you 3 orbs. Hits 13 times multi-hit overkill. The extra skill is called Prime Supporter. We'll talk about that in a second. It also ultimate charges abilities +1, extended break +1, and then there's 2 free slots on there for you to put in whatever you want in the back. Prime Supporter is a new extra skill that increases the ability's damage the more support abilities used in the whole fight. So it says under here, Prime Supporter, is +20% painful break on broken, plus 20% damage up while unbroken per support ability cast up to 160% for 8 casts. The effect lasts until the results screen. So, whoa, this is a game changer for sure. You guys know you're spamming those supports, so this is going to be a strong card. Finally, something for Earth Mages. I don't know that we've had anything. Nothing ringing the bell or anything. But Super good card. As you can see, the attack and break power on it are ridiculously strong. I mean, it's 3 orb. It's a 3 orb AoE card, so freaking crazy, honestly. And then we got some info on Batch 2, the EX2 War Saga or whatever. He looks pretty good too. His weapon is very similar. Actually, it's not very similar. It's exactly the same as EX Ranger 1's weapon. So it's going to do the exploit weakness, piercing break, extended break, ultimate charges for abilities, and boost ultimate. So it's a good ass weapon for sure. Then we'll have some more permanent cards added to the mix here, which they're break focused. They look pretty good for breaking though, honestly. I mean, look at this break power, 2700 break power on there, so might be really nice for something like multiplayer. The new EX card, Alexander X, is Wall 2. Wall 2, Omni Drive. Wall 2. So Wall 2 is 40% damage resistant versus, 25%. Tanks are gonna probably love this. I mean, let's be real. And it'll probably be pretty nice for, clearing certain content. It would be nice to have for me personally. I'm not gonna chase it. That's just kind of my recommendations there. Okay, let's talk about the greater weapon summon batch 1 and 2. So let's read this really quick here. It says the greater weapon summon is a standard summon with usual rate, so 6 ability cards or 5 ability cards and one regular or EX job, or whatever. Standard, legend, supreme, and skin rate, where you will be gifted one out of the 8 free gifts. So if you summon on it 8 times, you get all the weapons. You can only pull 8 times per batch. The gifts are box type, which means you get all the gifts after 8 pulls, which is nice. So all 8 weapons come nearly max. They require only 1 stat mod and 1 crystal mod to be at 5-star. Holy crap, that's freaking awesome. Which means like you'll get it and then you do some mods and it'll be done. 1 stat mod or 1 crystal mod, guys. Jesus. And then the weapons they're all the same, and they all do prism return plus 25, which is high as heck. Exploit weakness plus 70 is really nice. Overpower plus 10%, and then boost ultimate plus 1, but it would need to be unlocked. So probably a very good weapon for any job in the game. And it just gives you more options, so it's just nice to have. And I wouldn't recommend missing out on it, honestly. If you're a new player, this is godly. Like, this is amazing for you, because you're not gonna have to struggle and basically spend months and months and months boosting a weapon to get it to 5-star. You'll have ones that are basically 5-star for your job. So this is really good, really good stuff. So just as a note, I want to read this. It says you can get Ray Sender and Rinoa, the new Supreme card, from the Batch 1. So yeah, this is what I was mentioning earlier. But it says on Batch 2 you can get War Saga, so you can get the EX job, but you won't get Alexander X. It won't be in that batch. So if you do want Alexander X, just make sure that you save a couple summons for the War Saga banner. But yeah, I would definitely recommend at least do what you can to get all the jobs. I would pull for do what you can to get all the weapons. I would pull for the weapons first, because you have a chance of getting the jobs and the Supremes basically with the weapon batch anyway. So it's probably not worth missing out on, honestly. So did my best to make this video without making it super duper long, but we'll have to do it to be continued. We'll have to do another one for some of the other content dropping this month. If you like this kind of video, if it helps you out, don't forget to show some support by hitting that thumbs up. Share this around if you feel like it. There's links in the description for if you want to go that extra mile. Thank you guys so much for coming by. I will catch you next time. Best of luck to you guys on your summons this month. And I'll see you soon.